Let's go right out to Peoria, Arizona, where we are joined by the shortstop for the San Diego Padres and someone who just makes everybody in San Diego happy, which, if that was your legacy, that would probably be a great legacy. He also happens to be one of the very best players in all of baseball, Fernando Tatís Jr., with us here on Ben and Woods. There's the laugh, too. Love it. Fernando, it's great to have you back on the show. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What's it like showing up to work the next day?
Yeah, what's today like?
After everything that happened yesterday.
I'll be honest, I just feel the same. We got the deal, got done, got sealed, perfect for that, and God for everything. But now we get back to reality, back to the game, back to the really fun part.
Now I have a question. So I'm 45 years old, Fernando. I've played fantasy camp a couple of times. Do I need to keep myself in shape for like 20 years from now? You're coming out to Padres fantasy camp and working with all of us out there years from now. So I'm going to
Padre for life, right?
Padre for life. So like I expect to see you at fantasy camp in like 18, 19 years if you're still not playing that far. It's pretty remarkable to think that far ahead, Fernando.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable, like you said. But yeah, you probably need to stay in shape for that.
That is literally motivation for me.
I thought yesterday's news conference was just really sensational. Great job by you. I wanted to ask you, though, there was a moment where A.J. Preller really started to choke up. I've never seen it happen with him, but he was talking about you and your family, and I had to catch him. So I don't know if you caught that. You were sitting there in front of all the people on Zoom, but just tell me a little bit more about that relationship, how it's developed with A.J., and how it factored into your decision.
Me and AJ, we started seeing AJ since I was 14. When I was doing tryouts, I remember seeing AJ since that point. And, since that point, we met each other. And, when he traded for me, it was just, it's a really good relationship, very professional too. And what can I say? It was, he was definitely a big part on this.
Fernando, have you had other players from other teams, you don't have to name names, reach out to you to ask you about the San Diego Padres as an organization? Because they have to be watching these press conferences, seeing you guys hugging it out and go, man, that seems like a place that I would really like to play. Has that happened to you?
Yeah. It happened a couple times, and, I just feel blessed about it. Just seeing players, trying to come to our team, to our culture, to what we're trying to do over here, to add their pieces. It's just, what can I say? It's a really good problem to have. I'll see it that way.
Fernando Tatís Jr. with us here on Ben and Woods. We had one of our listeners who said yesterday, it almost felt like we all signed a big contract yesterday here in San Diego. Now, we don't share in the money, but we do share kind of in the excitement and the joy of knowing that you're going to be around for a long time. But again, we don't share in the money, so we did kind of want to ask.
Can we have some money? Is what he's trying to say.
I think Woods and I both kind of want to know. Like, is there something that you've always wanted that's gonna finally make its way into your garage or somewhere? Because now you have the ability to do that.
I never had like that one thing that I wanted to buy. I was really blessed since I was a kid. My parents, I was able to live in a good family, and I say this way, I never miss anything. But yeah, what can I say? I don't have that exactly object, but I started looking around to see what can we do to have some fun.
I picture you lying in your bed last night.
He keeps his options open.
Scrolling through your phone going, let's see. Ferrari, Lamborghini. Let's see. Look, no one would begrudge you that. The work that you've put in, and to get that kind of deal, Fernando. You mentioned, too, at least a report came out that you mentioned, staying in San Diego was very important to you. And I wanted to know, are you planning on kind of setting down roots in the actual city of San Diego as well? And I know you have your home in the DR and your farm, and we read about you milking cows and all that yesterday as well. Yeah. And are you planning on setting down some roots here in the actual city of San Diego?
I'm really thinking about it. They already, this city has already adopted me, and I see it that way. So, yeah, why not put a little bit of roots over here in San Diego?
But I know how important, the Dominican Republic is to you as well, and keeping that, that part of your life there. I need to ask you more about the farm, though. This came as news to me when I read Jeff Passan's piece. Where does the farm life come from? And you actually are there doing work in the DR on cows and chickens and all that stuff.
Yeah. Everything started with my dad. He also, he bought the farm when I was 6 months old, and it was like a family thing, and I just fell in love with it, and we just have keep growing and growing, and it's something that me and my dad really appreciate, and that's like our real treasure over here.
Oh, we are talking to the great Fernando Tatís Jr. here on Ben and Woods, who will be a Padre for life. A 14-year deal, and obviously everybody super elated. Your teammates, so you often talk about your teammates. We all noticed last year, without fans in the stands, Fernando, the bond that many of you guys formed, and it was really quite something to see. Which teammate has given you the hardest time about your big contract?
It's got to be Manny, right?
Got to be Manny, right? It's got to be.
I wouldn't say hardest time, but the veteran guys are always joking around and talking. Dinner's on me now, and it's just a great bond all the way around. And I'm really grateful for the teammates that I have, and I wouldn't ask for nothing different.
How's my guy Brian O'Grady doing?
Have you met him yet?
Have you met Brian O'Grady, and how's he doing?
Yeah. He's doing great. I mean, he just adds to the team, and it's just a great match.
I do want to turn our attention to this upcoming season, and I know you guys just had your first full squad workout yesterday, but a lot of new faces. I mean, anyone you kind of notice, Ha-seong Kim, who's coming in and working in the infield. What did you kind of see yesterday with some of your new teammates?
He's hungry. He's hungry like all of us. He's hungry like all of us. So if you have the same intention of us, you're going to click right away with us, because if everybody's on the same track, on the same line, every pieces that we had, it just go together with us. Everybody's on the same page, and everybody's going for that W.
Fernando, I want to talk about your manager, Jayce Tingler, and when he speaks of you, and really when he speaks of all the guys, he glows. He absolutely glows. I feel like he's the right man for this job. What did you see from him? What has been the message so far in camp about this upcoming season? I know it's going to be longer than last year. All you guys have done this before. You're used to playing a lot of baseball, but what's been the early message from the skipper?
He's on track. We're on track to win this. But Skip is a great guy, and it's a great dude, and just the love he has for the game and for his boys. You can see it just by the way he's talking to us, with the passion that he's doing it. You can feel that just going through the room when he's talking. Like you mentioned, when he's talking about us and when he's talking in front of us, he's glowing, because you can feel it's coming from the heart, and he's just trying to help us in every single way possible, and he's trying to make it happen too.
Well, we were out there last year watching him run an infield, and you guys were, there were hands on the knees, like guys were, he works you guys pretty hard, man, for, being big leaguers who know what you're doing.
Yeah. We're just not satisfied when, like I mentioned, we're hungry, and he's taking the best of us. He's trying to get the best of us out there. So, he's just working hard. He just, how people it is. He doesn't remember how big is your contract or how much you have in the bank. This is about the game. This is about doing the right things, and this is about doing it right.
I know guys work on things in the offseason. Like last year, Eric Hosmer getting more lift on the ball. Chris Paddock came back, said he added some muscle this offseason, working on his ranch there in Texas. I think a lot of people would say to you, just be the same, and you'll be great. But I know you always work. So what have you kind of been working on in your game? What areas of focus are you looking to improve on here in 2021?
I'm still going to need to get better in every single area. That's my point. I feel like there's way more to reach out there. But, we're just really focused on hitting, really taking care of my body, on how I was going to be able to perform in the right way. So just being very smart with my body, and probably got a little bit more leaner and more faster too. So it's going to be more fun out there.
Well, that is bad news for all the pitchers out there in the National League. The guy who had the highest exit velocity in all of baseball last year is working on hitting. He wants to hit better this season. I pity the pitchers out there, Fernando. On behalf of everyone here in San Diego, just want to say congratulations on the new deal. We can't wait until we can all get back into Petco Park. I know the fans hopefully will be back there, if not opening day, very soon. And the reception will be warm as it always is. But thank you so much for your time, and good luck this season. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Take care.